Hello everybody, Sifd again with another SNKRX run, and today there was a patch, so let's go over the patch notes real quick. We got some very good news here, so let's begin with this. First of all, increase Cryomancer's area of effect by 50%. Thank you, although I'm not gonna pick the Cryomancer up, but still a very decent buff. Increase Bane's Void Rift size by 50%. Thank you, another thing I requested. Now the only thing they need is to have one more second of duration, and the Bane's gonna be a-okay. Beastmaster now has 10% crit chance by default, very nice, so at least he has a passive without you having the items or being into rogues. Magician level 3 effect now is 15% attack speed every 12 seconds for 6 seconds. Perfect, very nice. I even touched upon this the last run. So seems like we're getting a bunch of good things here. The Fairy will no longer buff non-attacking units, also very nice. Awakening enchanted items will no longer buff non-attacking units, very nice. So we got 3 buffs here, which pretty much tell me that I should have done the run I did yesterday today. Well, I have an idea about what I'm going to do today. Changed Freezing Field's color to blue for better visual effects. Who cares? Never pick up Freezing Field anyway. Thanks though. Improved text descriptions for Engineer and Sentry for clarity. Yes, very nice. Fixed Engineer's cooldowns not being displayed properly. I asked about this. I asked about the artificial cooldown yesterday. Wow, everything is happening here. Fix the bug that would cause incorrect party size. Okay, it needed fixing, I guess. Fixed the rare crash due to enemies critters. Okay, added the following keyboard shortcuts are for reroll the units both in the shop and select item screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, buy, shoot. Okay, and enter return starts the next round. Okay, I guess. And then there is also here explanation about what's gonna happen. You can pause to read it up, but I have read it and it pretty much says that the patch is gonna drop in about a month. It will take a bit more for him to drop the stats change patch, the code rewrite patch, because he wants to make everything be right and correct, because he's gonna support the game for about a year. So I'm really happy about everything. I'm really happy that he's coming forward and telling about the plans and the delays, and also telling us that he's gonna patch the game for a month, for a year. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, if you would like to see a reactionary patch notes reading, just comment down below. Maybe I like to read them on my own and then come over here and just read them for you too, but if you think you want to see something a bit of a different style, I could do that on the next patch. Although the next patch is gonna, yeah, the next patch is gonna be the big patch, so if you want me to do a live reaction on it, you have to tell me beforehand. So yeah, there's that. Otherwise I'm just gonna read it the moment it drops and no reaction is gonna be recorded. Anyway, let's start this right away. So I'm gonna be at New Game Plus 0 here, as my plan here today is to actually just go full, almost the same thing I went the other time. It's not gonna be the same though. Today is gonna be the support day, so I'm gonna pick up every single enchanter and one mage. And I think the mage I want to go for is the magician with the attack speed buff he just received. Otherwise, I could maybe go for the Elementor. Those two are my true choices here. It's either gonna be the Magician or the Elementor. And the reason I'm only gonna go with one is because the supports are gonna have the Magician here. The supports are gonna have... First of all, I want to only have one unit, okay? Because the Fairy is gonna buff 2 units. And I'm pretty sure the Fairy is gonna buff the Flagellant, so the Flagellant is gonna have an extremely high attack speed and buff himself up really quickly. So because I want to go full on enchanters, I think the Fairy is gonna buff the Flagellant too. If the Fairy does not buff the Flagellant, then I can go with 2 units, and those 2 units, in my opinion, should be the Magician and the Elementor, or the Magician and the Wizard. Anything that is really AoE heavy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is gonna be a loop run, as I'm explaining it, although I will stick to very few units, and there is a very high chance I'm gonna stick to mercenaries up until the very end. Actually that's not true, as I don't really want, yeah, the mercenaries to gain money. Although if I have the miner and the, yeah, if I go for miner plus, yeah, I can go for miner plus merchant, because those two should not take the fairy buff. I'm just thinking about which units I'm gonna go for. So I was thinking all the enchanters plus magician. That was the plan. Enchanted, very nice. Attack speed to random unit if you have 2 or more enchanters. And that attack speed is almost always gonna go to the magician. Let's pick up the new... Yeah, let's pick up everything for now. Let's just make a strong team here to destroy enemies. Now we will also get critters already, as this new unit has a 10% chance to crit on its own. And boom, we got sniped. I could have turned around, but no. As you saw, the blue didn't even do anything to us, as we are at New Game 0. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be able to loop this. But this, if you like the last run, this run is gonna be even more fun. Arcanist or Wizard? Let's go for the Wizard. Scout. I could have thrown the Scout away, or the Beastmaster for that reason. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Almost all of these units are gonna change. The only thing that I would really like to get right now is money. I want to pick up as much money as possible so that I will be able to get the build rolling. I mean, I even have a Vagrant here in the team, so Vagrant's definitely gonna get dropped as early as possible. I would also like to know if one of the enchanters, is that the electricity guy? Storm Call or whatever he's called. I want to see if, first of all, I want to see if AoE spells like the Magician ones do the bouncing. Let's drop away the Vagrant, let's pick up that. Sage. So yeah, first of all I want to see if the Magician AoE hits get the electricity. If they do, then nice. If they don't, I think I'm not even gonna use him. And then the second thing I want to see is if the fairy does actually buff it too. So if the fairy does buff the Stormweaver, then I'm most likely gonna throw him out of the team. Because in case you don't know, the Stormweaver, the enchanter that says that your units do have a chance to do a chain lightning attack, yeah, that guy, it casts that ability and gives you a buff temporary and then you lose it. Do we have anything good here? It seems like it's gonna go for a reroll. Yeah, let's get a reroll here. Tremor. Wait, I could go for Death 6. No, I need almost all the passives I had the other time, so let's go with Awakening here. Magician, very nice. Swordsman, and let's go on. Yeah, I will almost build the same team as the other time, but this is not the same team at all. This is gonna be an enchanter team. This is gonna be an all-in enchanter team. Now that we can force who gets the attack speed and who gets the fairy buff, now we are ready to do an overpowered build like that. And if anything, that is the thing I like to do. Picking one concept and just going through with it as much as I can, that is a thing I like to do. And one concept is pick a mage and a bunch of supports and give the mage as much attack speed as humanly possible. I could obviously try this with the Psychino as my mage, but I don't think it's gonna be a good idea. I think it's safer to go with Magician or something that does burst damage as a mage. Beastmaster. Let's continue. Beastmaster is a bad pick here, but it doesn't matter. I lost an income coin for that, but it's okay. I think I haven't seen a single pet yet. So gotta do something, my dude. Beastmaster, you're most likely gonna get dropped. Actually, is he called Beastmaster? Yeah, I don't know the names of everybody, guys. And if when I say from everybody, I mean most of the units I don't know the names of. Whoa, it was an orange one, okay. For some reason I thought it was yellow. White. Do I have shooting units? Okay, I got the Xieroeh, okay. Xieroeh and this, the Corrupt or whatever he's called. Okay, Xieroeh, that is the buffy one. Nice. 4 coins. Wizard, let's continue with that. Witch, I could pick up the Witch instead of the Beastmaster. Yeah, the Beastmaster isn't really helping. Might as well bring the Witch along. Witch is definitely gonna be more useful overall. And she also has a chance to help us out to destroy the random whites that are gonna spawn. Although it's not a 100% chance that the witch projectile is gonna hit anything, but even that chance to help us out is gonna help us out regardless. What I would like to get is a gambler to have the global presence to destroy whites, but I don't think I will get the gambler fast enough, and there is a pretty high chance that until we find a single gambler we will already be at the point of destroying everything. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really care about the gambler. I care about getting a bunch of other things that I want. Let's see, none of those. Let's reroll here. Reinforce, obviously, and a barrage too, but reinforce first. I say reinforce first, but I don't have a single enchanter here, so maybe should have gone for barrage. Let's go with this. Let's get some attack speed on the mages. I lost some income for that. Elementor has arrived. I will go with the Elementor. Let's throw away the scout, just so that we get the mage alliance, and now we should be able to one-shot most of the enemies. Elementor is not gonna stay. Most of them are not gonna stay. The final team, as I said, is gonna be only enchanters and 2 units that can attack, or 2 units that can get the fairy buff. I differentiate attacking with getting the fairy buff because, as I said, I don't know what the flagellant exactly, what the interaction with the flagellant is right now. So if the flagellant is getting the fairy buff, then I will have the flagellant there. If the flagellant does not get the fairy buff, then I will play something else. You could say, why would you keep the flagellant in if he is gonna take the fairy buff away from something else? First of all, this guy's not gonna level to the full, so let's go to 100 coins. And the reason is, if the flagellant gets the fairy buff, it means he's gonna boost our team faster, and the only thing that that team is gonna need is pretty much damage, as the idea is gonna be that the magician is gonna attack so fast that nothing on the stage is gonna survive at all. So the only thing I will be needing is the magician to attack as fast as possible, to keep everything destroyed instantly and not let any single thing move. I want to make it so that the only way I'm gonna lose is from blues. I don't want to be able to lose from yellows, from greens, from orange, from nothing. I want to have so much attack speed and so much damage that the only way I'm gonna lose is if blues attack me. Found the squire, so the first enchanter has arrived. I guess it's time to say bye-bye to the Elementor. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Magician as my class of choice. So let's throw the Elementor away, and later down the road, when I will get a bunch of money and I'm gonna become extremely powerful, then I will pick up the Elementor and try again, just to check out if the Elementor is better. So first we need a bunch of stats, just some units, all the enchanters, and all the items we want. And most likely after the first or second loop, when we're gonna have like 500 or 600 money in the bank, I'm gonna choose to try some other builds. Try around. Whoops. We won. So now we just need to defeat those, and we are done here. Let's pick up some coinage. Would like to get the Lucky Strike maybe to get rid of all my units here. Let's see, Infesting Strike, Flying Daggers, Rearmament, Divine Blessing, no to all of those. Ultimatum, not really. Magic Strike, no. Lightning Strike, no. I have to find the attack speed, everything that is attack speed related. Exit touch, no, I don't like a lot. Speed 3, very nice, found one. So now we can have the Magician on the 3rd position. Now he already is gonna gain attack speed from that. Magician, Swordsman, let's build up the team here. Wizards also leveled up. So the Magician now should be pretty quick already. Okay, he's not the fastest one around. But the reason for that is because the wizard can actually eat up the buff. Actually, almost all of my units can eat up the buff. Should I have Magician as my main caster or the wizard? The thing with Magician is that he instantly spawns the pop on the enemies, so if he has infinite attack speed, he should not be able to miss anything ever. While the upside with the wizard is that if he has infinite attack speed, his buff is gonna be that his attack will bounce. Chronomancer has arrived, so I guess it's time to throw away another thing under the bus. I would say witch is next. Actually, it's swordsman. Yeah, let's throw the swordsman away. And chronomancer is in the team, so now we are mages again. This should be the team of mages. Magician. So if the flagellant does get the fairy buff, then the team is gonna be either magician or wizard plus flagellant. If the flagellant does not take the buff away from the fairy, then it's gonna be magician, wizard, and flagellant. So let's level this thing up. At this point we do have that, and we also have this, so might as well level this thing up too. We got 2 enchanters. I'm not sure the buff. Yeah, I guess the witch just got the attack speed buff from the enchanters. I don't know about the rest. I guess the magician got a buff of his own too. As you can see, he is actually attacking really quickly. There are no projectiles, there are no anything. He's just popping enemies off. That's what I want to see. I want to see him popping off enemies. No projectiles, no nothing. Although, I would like to know if he's global. Can I like stay away from everything and see if he's attacking enemies globally? Yeah, he's not global. That's for sure. For sure he's not global. I saw enemies not getting popped off, although he was ready to attack. Gambler. I could throw away the Ursur for the gambler. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna throw away the Ursur for the gambler. First of all, the witch is gonna help out. Yeah, first of all, the sorcerer buff is gonna help out the witch. And secondary... He's gonna do a bit more damage right now. Miner. You know what? I'm gonna throw away the gambler for the... Wait, give me a second here. Squire stays, gambler most likely... Witch is gonna go. Chronomancer is gonna stay. Magician stays, merchant stays, wizard stays. Enchanter. So we're gonna throw away the witch for some enchanter I'm missing. And this... And that's it pretty much. Yeah, and after that the gambler is also gonna get thrown out. I was thinking about picking up the miner and throwing away the gambler, because the miner doesn't have attack speed, so he's not gonna take away from the fairy buff. Stormweaver is here. Well, which has to go as the Stormweaver has arrived, and I also want to see if the Stormweaver does actually work with AoE, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be the one that I'm not gonna pick up. Let's stick to 116, so maybe I find an item I want. So as you can see here, the Stormweaver is slowly filling up his bar. Let's see, now I am buffed. I think I'm buffed right now. I don't see the electricity though. Ah! Maybe there is some electricity. No. We got the buff now. There is some electricity, but I think Stormweaver is the worst one. So Stormweaver is the enchanter that's not gonna be part of the team. It's gonna be the flagellant and the fairy we're missing right now. So let's reroll here. Find our chronomancy. Perfect. Perfect. Let's level this thing up, and let's also level this thing up. And as I said, I can pick up the elemental again. No. Magician and fairy has arrived, so Stormweaver you go, fairy you come in. I think I should theoretically throw away the gambler too. So now it would be a nice point to get the flagellant, to check out if he gets the buff. First of all, does the fairy buff herself? That's the question. I'm pretty sure she doesn't. And she shouldn't. I will be looking into it for a bit. Look at this attack speed. Yeah, you see, this guy shoots. You see the wizard? The wizard is actually shooting out projectiles. I definitely want to throw the... Yeah, the gambler is taking some buffs from the other units, from my other units. But the good thing is he's global, so... Thief. Should I pick up the thief instead of... Nah. Nah. So now I'm just missing the flagellant. Merchant is still low level. Wow. Magician is did just level up 50% attack speed every 12 seconds for 6 seconds. So is it gonna be 6 seconds active and 6 seconds not active, or is it gonna be 6 seconds active and then you wait? Look how fast he's popping everything, and he's only gonna get faster. Okay, so what am I missing? I'm missing the flagellant for some damage boost, and then maybe I should also pick up the... whenever an enchanter gets damaged, you gain more damage, and that plus the flagellant is gonna give us so much damage. It's not even gonna be funny. Yeah, we will be gaining a bunch of damage like that. So I guess that is the plan right now. Chronomancy. Lucky Strike would also be nice. Maybe if I pick up Lucky Strike, I can throw away the mercenaries. Although, to be honest, what's the team gonna be anyway? It's gonna be mercenaries plus 2 mages. Or 1 mage, as I said. It all depends on the flagellant being good or not. Amplify AoE damage. No, I would like AoE range. AoE attacks deal more damage per unit hit. No, no, no. I want some other things, to be honest. I know what I want. Mainling Bust, Crucio. Can I get Lucky Strike, maybe? Yeah, Lucky Strike, thank you. Let's pick up Lucky Strike. So that I can pick up a bunch of coinage. So now that I got the Lucky Strike, I'm not sure if I need the Gambler. But what am I gonna pick up? I mean, I'm waiting for the Flagellant. When the Flagellant alive, I'm most likely gonna throw away the Gambler first. I think those AoEs count as strikes. I'm not 100% sure about it though. I mean, I am gaining money, but I don't know what is causing it. Gambler clearing out the enemies. He is doing his job. Okay, 3 coins here. Wow, Lucky Strike does a difference. Lucky Strike, I think, is the most money in the game, by far. The difference is huge. 25 coins almost instantly. Psykeeper, oh, he's not support. Cryomancer, no. Squire, very nice. We got the Squire level up. Beef here. Yeah, I already would like to get the... what's it called? The Flagellant. Could I get the Flagellant right now, please? I would be very happy if that would happen right now. Maybe. Maybe. I see a bunch of Elementors and Psychinos. I'm not gonna pick up the Psychino. This is gonna be a one-shot kill kind of build. Everything should get destroyed instantly. Right now, yeah, this is for example the Magician getting, the Wizard getting all the buffs. That's what that looks like. And this is what it looks like for the Gambler to get the buffs. Well, if I keep the Gambler as part of my group, I could have a Gambler that is always attacking pretty fast and one-shotting everything. But how strong can the Gambler get? I'm not. Look at this. The moment I go close to them and we start damaging them, they get toasted. No, the first plan I think is better. I think the plan of the third unit, I think the plan of Magician having all the attack speed and clearing enemies out is a better one. So let's stick to the plan. Did I skip something? Stormweaver. No, I don't want Stormweaver. Flagellant has arrived, so now I'm gonna drop the Gambler. I don't need money income anymore. And I'm still gonna keep this, where is he? I'm still gonna keep the Merchant in this. As, why not? Is there any reason to not pick it up? I mean, I'm gonna throw him away if I find something better. Something more related to the team. But it has to be something that does not attack. Because if it attacks, it's gonna take the witch buffs, the fairy buffs. Let's see if the fairy buff can gets applied to the Flagellant. This is the big question of the day. Just looking at the buffs right now. After that, I want to get AoE plus AoE size, and then also the thing that says that explosions happen a bunch of times. The Echo Barrage. So I want Echo Barrage and more AoE right now. So until the Flagellant hasn't gotten a single buff yet. The buffs only go between the two mages as I see it. Let's hope that is actually the case. Let's keep the Flagellant alive though. Yeah, if that's the case... Well, first of all, the downside on that is that the enchanters giving us damage when they get hit is not gonna be that good. Although I have so many enchanters that no matter what's gonna get hit, I will get the buff. So we're definitely going for that. Defense every 5 seconds, no. Annihilator, no. Let's reroll here. Taunt, no. Last stand, no. Hit shield, no to all of these. Vulnerable for more damage. This is flat out damage. So this is gonna go for sure. And we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I take vulnerable, I'm missing 2 slots. So I want definitely more AoE size, and I also want the bunch of explosions. So vulnerable is not really a good idea, although vulnerable is gonna give us more damage. You know what, let's pick vulnerable for now, just to get the damage boost. Because it's pretty big. 30% more damage taken is pretty big. Yeah, it is gonna make the difference of one-shotting or not enemies. So the idea is that as long as the third unit is alive and the fairy buffs it, so let's bring the fairy to the second position. As long as the third unit is alive and the fairy is buffing it, I should be able to just go close to enemies and they should instantly die, all of them. Wait, I think I have to drop vulnerable. I have to think here what I want to throw away, because I want to get the passive that says whenever enchanter is hit you gain more damage, because I have only enchanters pretty much. So I will have to throw away something. I think vulnerable is the one that's gonna get thrown away. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be vulnerable. Let's bring the fairy to the second position so that I can protect it a bit better. Let's have you last. Actually, let's have the squire last. And let's find the units I already have. Okay, flagellant, etc. We did the bug again. So now we got the level 3 wizard, I think. It was either the wizard or the crone that got leveled up. Okay. I'm not sure if I should have the wizard or the elementor as my last mage. That's the only thing I'm thinking about here. Because the elementor, if I pick the elementor as my last wizard, then instead of the wizard, then okay, if I pick the elementor as my last mage instead of the wizard, then if he gets the attack speed, he should be able to cover the whole screen all the time, right? But the thing with Elementor is that his attack speed is actually not that fast. It's not as fast as the rest of the team. Because look how fast this guy's attacking. He's attacking extremely fast. But I think the Elementor is global. That's why I'm thinking about it. Because if I get the global Elementor and I can stay down here forever without moving, then maybe we could do something. Maybe this could go somewhere. And again, I'm thinking about throwing away the vulnerable for when enchanters get hit, you gain damage. But that doesn't make sense. What should I throw away? I'm not throwing away the first 4 items because they are attack speed related. Maybe I should not go for... yeah, maybe I should just skip the Echo Barrage. As simple as that. Because AoE is definitely gonna stay. I mean, AoE is important. Do I want something specific here? On the Fair Witch is tier 4, tier 3, tier 1. Tier 1, but I don't care about him. I do care about him. Let's lose some money, who cares? We are pretty much rich. So next unit that I could pick up that does not attack... Cryo and Pyro? Do they count as non-attacking? I could pick up Cryomancer and Pyromancer. Ooh. Annihilator. Annihilator 6. You attack, enemy loses 6 permanents. Amplify, AoE damage, kinetic bomb. No. Defense, no. I want AoE size. Can I get AoE size? Can I get AoE size? Game. Unleash. I could get Unleash and then the Elementor. Although, I don't think I need to. Game. Can you, like, give me what I want? Amplify. Let's go for the Amplify then. I guess I'm forced. I don't think you're gonna survive this, my dude. I have enough attack speed for you. And let's go to the next loop. Now let's throw this away. You know what? I want to test the Elementor. So I'm at the 3rd position. Let's just test him. Flagellant, 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 Elementor, Fairy, Flagellant, Merchant, Elementor, Mentor. I'm gonna still stick to 100, as it's pretty much 10 coins just for sticking to 100. Mercenary is also gonna drop. If I see that Pyro and Pyromancer and Frostmancer, whatever, actually do give us. How much attack speed does the Elementor have right now? The bad thing here is that... Let's throw this away, so that I don't forget. The bad thing is that I don't know if the Elementor is gonna get all the buffs here. For example, now he isn't even getting any. I wanna get one fight where the Elementor gets everything, and I think it's gonna be pretty apparent when that happens. So... Fairy... Okay, Elementor almost leveled up. Okay, first of all, Elementor is not global, it seems. This looks like he almost had every buff, but he didn't have the fairy buff. Blessing, Psychros, Magnetism. No. 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 I start losing money. Kinetic Strike. No. I start losing money. Death 6. Imagine. Lightning Strike. Let's go for Infesting Strike for now. Let's not lose that much more money. I like how... I don't know, I start believing that an Elementor is not a good choice in this team. I start really believing that. Because look how much faster the wizard is doing. Everybody's attacking faster than this guy. I think he's attacking too slow to matter. Let's actually try to avoid losing. Look how many coins I lost. I lost so much money there. Can I? Ooh, whoa, whoa! I went into my economy. You know what? I should throw away the Elementor. Whoops! I didn't get the passive. Well, it is what it is. Yeah. I think having the Elementor part of the team is not a good idea. Let's go for the Pyro. Let's throw the Elementor away. Let's go for Pyro and Cryo, as they should be pretty much free. I want to see if the Pyro is gonna get any buff. I hope he isn't. He did. Okay, the Pyro got the buff. Well, Pyro is off. Pyro is off the team right out of the way. Forget that guy. Okay, so what can I choose as my last pick? It has to be something that does not get attack speed. Cannot get the attack speed buff. Stormweaver, I guess. Can the host get the attack speed buff? I want to see if the host can get the attack speed buff. Testing things. I'm not picking up the Stormweaver. He's useless to us. And the Worshipper pick up the passive? And I think I should go for the Miner, to be honest. Are we done with my units? Fairy. What's this? Tier 3. Just level up. Let's get the Fairy real quick. When I say real quick, I mean like in 2 or 3 runs. I want to see if the Fairy can buff that guy. Because if she doesn't, then we got a free spawner. Whoop, he got hit. I mean, if we can get free critters, why not get... Oop, he did get buffed. Well, bye-bye. Can she buff the priest? That's the question now. I want to see all the units that she can or cannot buff. Because the priest is supposed to... Although it has like this little bar on the bottom, it's supposed to have a fixed cooldown and should not be affected by anything. But if you think about it, the Pyromancer should also not be able to get the buff, so I guess we already are at the point where it doesn't really matter what I think. The Pyro should definitely not be able to get the buff. I didn't see if it got the buff. I need a better... I need another try on this. I know I might be wasting money. Oh! I should throw away the Infesting Strike, because I think I'm forgetting to throw it away to get my Magnify. Wow, that was a nice bugged fight. Instantly won. Throw this away, so that... Oh, there was a Fairy! I have gotten used to having all this instantly... Yeah, I have gotten used to having my build ready. Got some coinage. Psykina is here too. Psykina is definitely gonna get the buff, as we do know that. Fairy. If I get Fairy level 2, nice. Now that I got Fairy level 2, yeah, let's stop rerolling here. Let's see if the level 2 Fairy is gonna only permanently buff my first and third unit. First and third unit did actually get the buff as my first 2 units. I'm pretty sure it's only first and third. It's only first and third. Can I get my AoE resonance? No. Magnify, found it. Level this thing up fully. Let's continue leveling up the priest. See if we are correct about what we said. Let's see, first and third unit only. No, it's... What? It's the third unit and what else? Only 1 unit got the buff. That isn't good. Fairy, can you rebuff please, so that I will see what you're thinking about? Okay, now it's only first unit. What? Fairy is level 3, right? Oh, it's first and third. I'm pretty sure that the priest does not get the buff at all. I mean, if the priest is getting the buff, then something is completely bugged, as I'm not seeing it. Let's check it out again for the 3rd time. First and third unit only, yeah. I'm pretty sure priest cannot get the buff. Very nice, so we can go full on healers. Let's have the priest a bit more in the forward. Squire and merchant, last 2 positions. Can I find my final priests? Seems like I cannot. Let's go into the hard wave. I'm still keeping the lucky strike here, as I do want some more money. I'm still not satisfied with what we have. Did you see how fast this guy's attacking? I had all that money there and I was just zigzagging around for no apparent reason. Final priest is gonna cut into my economics. And now I have 3 lives too. 3 units are death immune ones. Yeah, the fairy buff's only first and third. So that's pretty nice. That means I can go full on healers. Very, very nice. Being able to go full on healers is a good thing. I'm not gonna pick up the Psykino for the infinite. I could though. I could throw away the wizard and get into the Psychino. Should I try it? I mean, I want to try it. Yeah, let's try it. Let's get the Psychino in here. Just for a few fights. Obviously, he's not gonna be in the 3rd position until he levels up fully. Because he is dangerous if he cannot do damage. So let's see, let's look at this. I mean, I can get the magician back whenever I want, so don't you guys be afraid. This is not gonna be a loss. This is not gonna be a loss. I know what I'm doing. The only downside with having the magician as the main carry is that he has a bit of a low range. Let's pick up the level 3 Psychino. Okay, let's go into the lead fight. I'm still not throwing away the Lucky Strike. I think the next unit I'm gonna pick up is gonna be a priest or something. It's most likely gonna be a priest. A cleric, I meant a cleric. Let's continue this. Let's pick up the Psychino. Game. Wow! Wow! The game really didn't want me to find the Psychino. And then it even gave it to me when I had 103. What a tease. Look how much attack speed we got here. What do you guys think you're doing? Psychino is keeping everything in 1 point. And then the magician comes along and is like, bye. That's the sound of destruction. Let's have the Psychino 3rd. Let's see how this goes. Fairy 1st. I could have the flagellant 1st. And Fairy 2nd, and then maybe the Psychino here. Let's see how this will go. Let's look at this. Let's see how much attack speed the Psychino is gonna get. He didn't get all the buffs. That isn't even closely... It isn't even remotely close to having all the buffs. And the Psychino now does 200 something damage whenever the pop ends. So setting up 1000 pops is pretty decent. And if something goes out of the pops, the magician should be there to clear it out. Because the magician has the global hit effect. Also, there is another unit I wanted to try this with, the sorcerer. I think it's called the sorcerer. It's a unit that is a sorcerer... No, it's not called the sorcerer beast. There is a sorcerer unit which is also psyker. And it says that when it's leveled up, it can attack from anywhere on the map. But because it's not a mage, he's not gonna get all the buffs. Did the Psychino not get the attack speed buff? What is happening? It feels like the Psychino isn't getting all the attack speed buffs. It's a bit weird because with the priest I cannot see who gets the attack speed. So let's see, is the Psychino gonna get the attack speed here from the fairy? Yeah, it did. I think this is what it looks like when Psychino gets all the buffs. Maybe I should have the magician first, so that when I run towards enemies, he is gonna clear them out, and I don't need to go that close to them. I'm not sure if it's a better idea to have the Psychino have all the attack speed or the magician. Because the Psychino is keeping everybody in 1 point and nothing can come close to us. And then when the duration ends, they die. Whoever is within that field dies. I think the Psychino is a bit safer. I think. Let's first of all bring the magician front. And let's do it like that. And have the fairy fourth. Okay. That's a good setup. I don't think I need anything else. Merchant is also useless at this point. What can I pick up instead of the merchant? I could pick up the cleric. And the... what's he called? The Psykeeper. Cleric and Psykeeper, I think, is the way to go. Throw away the Merchant. And then after that, I don't know. And the 4 items, I'm gonna throw away the Lucky Strike, and I'm gonna get... I guess you gain damage when enchanters get hit. I guess. I could go for the Baneling, or the... what is it called? The explosions that spawn explosions. Right now I don't remember the name of it. Wait, is the Psykeeno 3rd? Why is the Psykeeno 3rd? Oh, because yeah, I have brought the Magician first. What is this unit? I brought the Chrono first, what am I doing? Look at this craziness. I'm still not sure if Psykeeno 3rd or Magician 3rd is the best idea. I think Magician 3rd is the best idea. Let's go with Magician 3rd. Let's have the Chrono more at the back. Psykeeno, Flagellant. Let's have Psykeeno first. So that I can, yeah, control a bit more where it is. There's no reason for us to reroll. So I'm thinking Cleric and Psykeeper as my next 2 units. Look at the attack. Look at the 3rd unit. Look at the 3rd unit. It's attacking more than it's possible, more than the sense. Let's destroy that, and then let's throw away the Lucky Strike next. Look at all the blue. Alright, let's do that. Let's loop here. Let's throw away the Lucky Strike. At this point we have so much money. Why did I not reroll? I mean, I want to pick up the Cleric, so... And I'm also gonna throw away the Merchant, so Cleric and Psykeeper are the picks we're gonna go with. So, let's de-level the shop. Level 1 here, we will find the Cleric at the level 1 shop, right? I'm not gonna go with a Carver, forget that. So, Cleric... Here he is. Cleric. Isaac. Did I skip the Psykeeper? Maybe. Did I care? Maybe not. I'm going a bit slow here. Cleric, Cleric, and 1 more to go. Done. So now the Psykeeper is level 3 as far as I know. I should have picked up the Psykeeper first. If he isn't level 3, then Psykeeper is level 3, so let's throw away the Mercenary, the Merchant, pick up the Psykeeper. I can have him first or last in my lineup. I would say last is pretty decent. Although, to be honest, if anything, the middle is the most vulnerable. So maybe last position is pretty safe. Whoops, I missed one. Whoopsie! But I got the other ones now, so Squire last. Chronomancer, the rest I think are good to go. Psykeeno first. Flagellant here doesn't really make sense. Let's have him 3rd. Make something like that. Let's have Flagellant at the end of the team. I said that the middle is the most vulnerable, and then I go ahead and have nothing. Let's see... where is the... yeah, I should look at the positions. So if I see the blue buff anywhere other than 1st and 3rd position, it means that somebody is taking the buff. Okay, now is a very good chance to check it, because right now the 1st and 3rd unit don't have the buff. So they just got the attack speed buff. Let's see, after the next fairy buff. Somebody took the buff away. Yeah, Flagellant didn't get the buff. I'm gonna assume... I don't know who it was. I have to try again in a bit. Amplify for AoE damage. Give me a second here, because somebody is like doing the grass outside. Although I don't think you guys can hear the grass. Well, whatever, I'm coming back. Okay, I'm back, so the grass is still getting cut, but whatever. What was I gonna go for? I was gonna go for plus damage on where is it? I know what I'm gonna go for. Plus damage when I get... when my Enchanters are getting hit. I don't remember what it's called. Echo Barrage though. Echo Barrage though! Nope. More Amplify. AoE damage. I don't want flat AoE damage. I want a bunch of... I want damage when my units get hit. Shoot 5, no. Echo Barrage again. Gravity Field, Critical Strike. Explosive Arrow. Is this it? Nope. Nope. Tremor. I could go for movement speed on healing pickup. But I don't think it's worth it. Gravity Field, Dividends, Psycho Leak, Divine Punishment. Nope. It's like this one, but it's for enchanters. Not these. No. No. Amplify. No. Barrage 2. Stand Resonance. All AoE attacks? No. No. This it? No. Stunning Strike? No. I don't even remember what it is called. And what it looks like. None of these. Offensive Stance? No. Crucio? Nope. 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 Echo Barrage again. The game really wants me to pick up Echo Barrage. You know what? I'm gonna go for the Lucky Strike here and try my luck again on the next. So maybe we pick up some gold along the way. I want to see who is picking up the attack speed buff. Okay, first and third again do not have the buff right now, so I can see where it is. Okay, third didn't get it, so who is blue? It's one of the yellow, it's one of the 3 yellows. It's 1, 2, okay, it's either this one, Psykeeper, someone in between, and then someone in the end. So let's try again. Let's see if the Psykeeper on the second position gets the attack speed buff. Fairy buffs. I'm looking at all my lineup. Yeah, buff was first and third. I'm a bit blind, guys. Don't hate. Let's keep the Lucky Strike for a bit more. Okay. Trying to see who got the buff. I think it's one of the 2 last positions here. It's one of those 2. It's either the Flagellant or the Cleric. What? How can it be the Flagellant or the Cleric? Let's see the Fairy again. Okay, now she did the correct buffs, so she didn't give anybody anything. You know, I'm not even getting the money from Lucky Strike. Because I'm just looking at my units and the buff. Okay, nobody, so my normal units got the buff today. The next cast. I think it's the 4th unit from the end. Let me look at it. I think it is the 4th unit from the end. Trying to look of the fairy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 4th unit from the end. What is this? Chronomancer. What? How can the Chronomancer take the buff? That doesn't make sense. Let's throw this away. The priest, man, because the priest gives the shields, I'm mixing my... I don't understand what's going on. Wait. Does the fairy buff the same unit twice, maybe? Is that a thing? That doesn't make sense, right? Can't be that. For example, now both my units got the buff. And now... Oh, I should have seen what changed. I should have seen. Wait, I'm gonna look at the fairy. The moment she... too late. I just need to look at the fairy, and the moment she casts, I have to see it different in color. Didn't see anything. Looking at the fairy again. 3, 2, 1 now. It's the same too. It's the same too. Come on, fairy, buff somebody else. No, it's the same two again. Where is it? Destructive Instinct? No. Defensive Stance, Burning Field. Pesting Strike, Haste, no. Damage to lives whenever enchanters hit. Yeah, we have found this a bunch of times and I thought it was another thing. Sorry for anybody that is that knows what is what. I didn't know that was it. I'm sorry. Now we have it, okay? Now we have it. Looking at the cleric, fairy buff. Okay, let's see who's gonna lose the buff now. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand who gets the buff. Who got the buff? It has to be nobody, man. It has to be nobody. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing who is getting the buff. Well, let's stop that. I think it has to be... I think it's this one. I think it's the 4th unit from the end, man. I can't see any other unit having a change in color. Okay, now the 4th unit from the end does not have any buff. Let's see. It's the first and the last. Come on, fairy, buff one. Nope, fairy didn't buff anything. Damn it, fairy. Damn it, fairy. Let's continue. Okay, now the 4th unit from the end again does not have anything, so I will see it if it gets the buff. I don't understand. I'm just gonna say that it's bugged out and leave it at that. And I'm pretty sure that the fairy is bugged out and just giving the buffs to random units that... Actually, it's maybe not even giving the buff to anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have so much attack speed, I control everything. And the magician not having AoE and just hitting anything all the time is really nice. So the moment enemies try to come close to us, they get popped because it doesn't shoot anything, it just pops them. Pop, do you see that? The moment something appears, if I'm close to it, everything dies. As the magician, look at him, look at the 3rd unit on my lineup at the bottom. Nothing survives. The moment they try to appear, they get toasted. The flagellant isn't even fast enough to realize that enemies spawn. So the flagellant, look at this, the flagellant is not even casting. The flagellant only casts if I'm not there. If I go there and the magician starts attacking, the flagellant is the Psychino. I was talking about the Psychino the whole time. So the moment I go close to the enemies and the magician starts casting, the Psychino is like, I got nothing to do here, I guess I'm gonna wait. I see blues. Let's not forget that if blues hit us, we just gain damage. Although, if we lose the 1st and the 3rd unit, we instantly lose. If I lose my 2 DPS, we're done, so. Donezo. What should the next unit be on the lineup? In the lineup. Okay, let's stay away. And let's go back in. So for anybody that doesn't know here, the trick is that healers give us 30% chance to create an additional healing orb whenever they create healing orbs. So what is happening is we gain a bunch of healing orbs. I'm not sure if, for example, when you spawn 5, is there a chance that instead of getting 5 you gain, each one has a chance to be 1 more, or is it just one spawnage has a chance to get 1 more? I'm pretty sure it's the second one. I think if you spawn 5, for example, the priest that is supposed to spawn 5, I think just has a 30% chance to spawn 6. Although we just spawned in a truckload in 1 second, so I don't know which of these is the true thing. Man, this support everything. I like this more than the last one. It is very similar to the last one, very similar. But the difference here is that we are going all in on the new magician. So it's the new magician support team. Are we gonna get to level 200? I don't think so. Attack! Look at the Psychino showing us the power of his attack speed. Psychino's like, I'm part of this team too. I'm helping too. 69, nice. So the idea here of having the Psychino instead of anything else is that you want to have coverage. At least that's my idea. I want to be able to cover everything. You know, I could try the Elementor the moment we leave this. Should I try the Elementor? It's a bit risky, but I could. why I went a bit too close there. As long as enemies are not spawning on me, I don't think I got any problem. Let's do a loading screen here. Let's see how this goes. It's not a loading screen, it's a double rainbow. Let's do a double rainbow. There shouldn't be anything able to come even remotely close to us. That's the idea of this. That's the idea of this build anyway. Let's do a loading screen right away. Double rainbow. Sorry. Mixing up the tactics. So somebody suggested a hands-free challenge run. This is what it would look like most likely. I think that, you know what, at this point the Psychino is doing all the job. And then if anything comes even remotely close to us, the Magician is gonna be there to destroy everything, as he has extremely high attack speed. Yeah, do you see, the moment they come even remotely close, he's like popping them off. Flagellant is hitting himself. I think one heal is gonna appear where we are at, right? I don't need to move, right? Right? Okay, let's heal. And let's go back to the loading screen. To the rainbow tactic. To the rainbow tactic. I like how the Psychino is like throwing them into the net and then they just wait to pop. Because that's how the Psychino works. Enemies are still spawning. As always, enemies are always spawning. You know, if the Magician was a... what are they called? If the Magician was a nuker, then we could have gotten Unleash. And then this would be even more extreme. But he's not, so we're not going that route. I have to go close. Yeah, I have to go close for them to die. Otherwise they just get stuck in the Psychino attack, and I just have to wait for the Psychino attack to go and complete itself. So somebody told me to not go close to the units. Well, I think I'm forced to. I guess I could do the loading screen tactic, the double rainbow at the bottom. Actually, they told me to not spawn camp. I think spawn camping is dangerous only if enemies are blues. Otherwise, it's better to spawn camp. Especially with this class. Also, maybe if we go sentries, builders, swarmers, there are a bunch of classes that do not need to spawn camp. But with my Magician class here and the high attack speed we have, I think it's better to spawn camp, as a random yellow might fling an enemy into you and destroy you if you don't spawn camp. Uh-oh. Yeah, do you see that? I think yellows are the only ones that can get out of the Psychino grip of doom. Let's hope this doesn't get nerfed. Let's hope Magician, attack speed Magician do not get nerfed. I have to say, thank you for giving us this new opportunity in a build. Thank you for giving us the fairy and the attack speed buff only get applied to units that can use them. Thank you. I will say it now and I will say it again. Whenever you do a patch that is gonna be helping us, it's gonna be a buff patch, it's gonna be a quality of life patch, all these patches are perfect. This game has not disappointed me yet with the patches, ever. I mean, there have been some simple patches, just bug fixes or whatever, and obviously those are good too. But there hasn't been a single patch yet where I was like, no, they destroyed us. Even when they changed the Vagrant around and made him a bit worse, I still was not disappointed. I still was like happy and I still thought that the patch was okay. All in all, I have to say, really like this game, really like the patching behind it, really like everything about it. Let's see how we will fare against this boss, which is pretty much not even gonna move. And then, yeah, all the Psychino attacks on the universe. Look at this, enemies try to spawn, we destroy them. It's a like, we got a like. Don't forget to like, guys. Random plug. I think now is the chance to try the Elementor. I think this is the chance to pick up the Elementor if I want to pick him up ever. So maybe do that right now. And yeah, let's try the Elementor. I'm gonna throw away the Magician. And I'm gonna try to find the Elementor. Why did I do that? I could have first bought the Elementor. Well, whatever. Where's the Elementor? Pastor, he's a level 3 anyway. Does that tipster get the attack speed do from the fairy? Does the cannoneer do? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna pick up as on my next character. Does the Sorcerer do? Fairy. Pyromancer. I think I could... Sentry? Does Sentry get the attack speed? Squire Outlaw. Yeah, you see, I could pick up the Merchant. Maybe pick up the Merchant. Nah. Better have a few units. Let's have fewer units than max. I don't need to have all my units here. You know what? I'm gonna pick up the electricity guy. I can pick up the electricity guy, as when he is gonna get hit, I will gain damage. Can I pick up some more Elementors like today, or do I have to send a... I'm going slowly here because I want to also find the electricity guy. The enchanter I'm missing. Stormweaver. Okay, now we can go fast. This is 45%, right? Yep. Stormweaver. I'm doing this early because if I do it later, there might be a loss happening. And if the Stormweaver takes the buff from the fairy, takes the fairy buff, I'm also gonna throw him right away. And he has a chance to do it, so I think we're done with Elementor. Just doing the Stormweaver for the fun. You know what? No, let's keep the Stormweaver like he is, and we will see if he gets the buff. And then we were gonna throw him away. If he doesn't get the buff, he stays. Okay, now let's see how fast the Elementor can get. That's it? I'm gonna test this one more time. I didn't see the Stormweaver getting the buffs either, so... I think the Elementor is pretty bad. He just got all the attack speed. Okay, I guess if it's like that, then it's decent. If it's like that, then it's decent. And I can also get the Unleash if I want to. Okay, let's look again if the Stormweaver is getting the buff from the fairy. I don't think it is. But the thing is that if the Elementor doesn't get all the buffs, then he actually is not that good. Let's pick up the Stormweaver final levels, as he actually does not take away the buff, as far as I know. I'm gonna try the Elementor a few more times. I mean, I have the Psychino to keep us alive anyway, so I'm not really afraid about losing. Okay, now for example, the Elementor got all the buffs. And it is really apparent. If it wasn't apparent, it is apparent. Apparent? Whatever. And now he didn't. I mean, does it even matter if he gets every single buff? The Psychino can... It's either gonna be... Either the Psychino is gonna get all the buffs, or the Elementor. If the Psychino gets all the buffs, then he keeps everybody at bay, and then the Elementor comes along and pops them. If the Elementor gets the buff, then everybody gets popped regardless. Anyway, I think it's win-win. I think Elementor is the way to go. Because I explained the reasoning, and I'm gonna explain it again. So, what I do want is the Elementor to get every single buff. Like, we have two buffs in this game. We have the Enchanter buff, and we also have the Magician buff. Like, this one, Awaken, 100% damage to 100% attack speed and damage to one mage. And then we also got this thing here, 99% attack speed to a random unit. So if both of these buffs hit the Elementor, then we're good to go. If one of those buffs, or both of them, hit the Psychino, then that means that the Psychino can carry us. Oh, I think the electricity guy just got the attack speed buff. I'm not 100% sure because he has a death immunity. I really hate that it is the exact animation. Why is it the exact... First of all, why is it the exact same animation for the buffs? Just the one is a yellow coating and the other one is a blue coating. And secondly, why aren't the buffs down here? I still want some more quality of life improvements, guys. I still want some more quality of life improvements. And the enchanter in the end got the revival. The electricity guy got the second life from the priest. You know what? I'm pretty sure people are gonna tell me in the comments that I should not pick up the Stormweaver because he is actually getting the revival from the priest. And with this logic, I should actually throw away a bunch of units here. Actually, no, only the electricity has to get thrown away. The others are helping. Even the Psykeeper is helping. I wanna see if the Stormweaver can get the buff. Okay. I think now's the chance to see if the Psykeeper is getting the buff. The electricity guy. I'm gonna die. Run. Okay, somebody is taking the buff away. Somebody's getting the attack speed buff from my other units. And I'm fully healed. Man, all these heals are helping. I don't know what's happening with the buffs. To be honest, if anything, I should throw away the priest so that I will be able to look what's happening. See what's happening. Should I do that? Should I throw away the priest? I could. Yeah, let's throw away the priest. I want to see what's happening. I don't understand what is happening. Actually, I will buy the priest back up. Yeah, I will buy the priest and level him up. So, it's just bugged. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see this? It's just bugged. The priest just doesn't give the attack speed to everybody. And now it didn't give us to the flagellant. That's just bugged out. The fairy is straight up bugged. And again, she doesn't give the buff to everybody. It's either that she doesn't give the buff to everybody, or that she actually gives the buff to somebody who is not supposed to be able to get it. And then that guy... what am I doing? Wait, what am I doing? And then that guy doesn't have the animation because he doesn't get the buff. So, in any case... I know I lost the priest there. In any case, I'm not gonna think about it that much. I'm just gonna continue with the team we got here. And it is what it is. Let's continue having this team here. Let's have the Stormweaver a bit more in the front. Scram, Flagellant last, Stormweaver, etc. in the middle. Chrono, Fairy. Yeah, everything is nice and tidy. Psykeeper here pretty early. Maybe I should have the Fairy on the second position. At this point, I don't think I need to be even close to anything. I think the Elementor... Yeah, Elementor should be able to clear out everything. Yeah, do you see that? Elementor is actually doing a better job than the Magician did. The Magician was not gonna do anything in this. Elementor is also one-shotting people. And also the thing with Elementor is he can shoot to the left and then everything on the right is gonna be there too. Yeah, look at this. I don't even need to do anything. And as I said before, the Elementor is a good combo here because I have the Psykeeper. If I didn't have the Psykeeper, then maybe he would not be that good. But because I have the Psykeeper, I can have the Psykeeper keep everybody at bay, while the Elementor, even if he doesn't attack every single second, even if it takes him... Actually, he is attacking every single second. Even if he isn't attacking 10 times per second, he's only attacking 1 time per second. The enemies are gonna get stuck in the Psykeeper loop anyway, the Psykino loop anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all that the Elementor is not attacking all the time. And I think it's pretty safe here. It might be even safe. Whoa, 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 run. Almost lost some units. Let's go and heal up. Let's get into the corner. The only thing I'm afraid of is losing the Psykeeper and the Elementor. Obviously. Anything else I will lose won't really matter that much. I mean, half of my units are healers, so losing some healers is definitely not gonna matter. And then the other half is enchanters, which give us buffs. I mean, if we lose the Squire and the Chronomancer, maybe we will have a problem. But otherwise, the rest of the team we don't really care about, to be honest. I mean, as you can see, I can just run around and pick up healing orbs, and I will be full all the time. So let's continue here. Are we gonna get to 150? Are we gonna get to 175? I'm pretty sure we won't. But you never know. You never know when it's gonna happen. On our way, we are getting sniped here, and we are full again, so it's as if nothing happened. See the blues. Let's get into the corner here. Something got shot. The thing is that the blues are most likely gonna kill us on the next run. Because at level 100, we always get killed instantly, so... yeah. I don't think new game plus 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or any of those numbers actually matter for looping. The only big difference between going looping in New Game plus 0 and New Game plus 5 is how many projectiles the blue enemies are gonna throw. Because the projectiles are still gonna one-shot you at the level 125, and there's still gonna be light speed bullets coming towards you. So this isn't changing. The only difference is that at New Game plus 0 the bullets are gonna be 7 or 6. And at New Game plus 5 it's gonna be 26 or 27. And you're gonna get popped a lot more often like that. As you see here, enemies are starting to actually survive. Maybe Magician was a bit safer? I don't know, does Magician... would the Magician clear this out faster? I don't know, on the one hand, I'm pretty sure the Magician should destroy the yellows faster. On the other hand, the Psykino might not destroy the yellows instantly, but because it has an extremely huge AoE, nothing really survives, so only yellows stay alive. And yeah, well, if yellows don't have to fling anything, then they are pretty useless, pretty easy enemies. Although, on the other hand, if 2 yellows survive, then the one is gonna throw the other one at me. But if 10 yellows survive, then we're gonna have a problem. But the thing is that if 10 yellows survive, I'm just saying a random number here, let's not say 10. If 5 yellows survive, the Elementor is gonna attack like 6 times, and they are all gonna die. While if 6 yellows survive with the Magician, then the Magician might actually destroy the yellows faster, one by one. But overall, he's gonna destroy them slower, because, yeah, until the Magician destroys the first 2, the other 3 will already have flung units onto me. On the other hand, the Elementor, until he destroys all 5 at the same time, maybe even all 5 of them will have time to fling units onto you. So it's pretty mixed what exactly is gonna happen. So I don't know. But sometimes the Elementor gets that extreme attack speed. Right now, for example, Elementor got all the buffs, so now you can see his attack speed. Look at him at the 3rd position. He's attacking so fast. For example, this is the powerful Elementor, and now nothing is gonna do anything to us. Nothing is even spawning. Even things that spawn get popped. And the thing is, I can pop something on the left, and then the other thing on the right is also dead. Pop, 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 pop. Scrap. And we won. Very nice. We also are gaining damage slowly from the flagellant. So that is also a thing that's happening. Flagellant giving us 20% damage every time he attacks himself. Sifd, are you blind? It's 12. Guys, it's 20. Let me show you why. In case I didn't analyze it already. Boop, boop, boop. We gained 8% from here, and another 12% from his own. That would be 20, because he is actually an enchanter. So Flagellant giving us 20% damage. Look how many healing orbs are on the stage. I could have picked up the passive that says I run fast when I pick up a healing orb. And now that I'm playing with Elementor, maybe I should pick up Unleashed. But do I need it? I'm not sure I do need it. Okay, yellow's flinging units. I'm trying to do a cycle which is avoiding old enemy spawn points. And also keep my healing on the stage. So I'm just doing a very basic cycle of the field. Avoiding all the spawn points completely. And as we said, if I'm not exactly on the cross when enemies spawn, then I'm pretty safe. As the Xieroeh is pretty much gonna lock down all the enemies and then the Elementor is gonna pop them. So it doesn't matter what exactly is happening around me, as long as I am actually not on the spawn point. And the game bugged out and off we went to wave 12. Yeah, let's go now to the 14 wave fight. And after this, the real run begins, as after level 100, things start to scale up a bit extremely. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another loop run after this, as these are tiring me a bit. I mean, they are fun and all, but yeah, I want to have a bit more of slower runs. So obviously, you that you are watching this, you can, you know, play this at ×2 speed. I don't know, do people watch this at ×2? I'm pretty sure I would. I mean, I think I'm talking slowly enough so that ×2 speed is understandable. Because, yeah, I could speak like very fast and then be like very analytic and look at what is happening and just speak as fast as possible. But I don't think I need to do it. Especially when the video is like 1.5 hours long or 2 hours long. I think, yeah, I'm not sure what exactly is happening with ad revenue, etc, etc, etc. But in my opinion, I prefer speaking slowly in a 1.5 hour video so that people can look at that one time speed 1 × 5 or 2, so that it's easier, yeah, so that my speaking is still understandable while the footage is faster, because yeah, I can't really do anything else. The other choice would be to play this with you know, with cheat engine and then movement speed improved, but I don't want to do that. I just realized something. Healing orbs stop spawning. Yeah, I forgot the last patch that said healing orbs actually only spawn up to 2.5 times. Up to 25 healing orbs can be on the field, so I do not have infinite healing orbs everywhere. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Drink, 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 drink. Let's go to the final elite. Which is just, I'm gonna just do this. Look at me. Look at me flex. I don't care. He can't do anything to us. Whoa. Look at those two little eyes. Ooh, look, it's like a ghost. And these are its eyes. 2 eyes, and this is the face. And it doesn't have a mouth. Okay, next unit, Carver. Let's pick up the Carver then. Gambler, Engineer, Assassin, Engineer. Actually, let's go first to fight with Carver. Let's see if he can get the buff. Okay, he hasn't gotten it yet. And he didn't get it the second time either, so I think Carver cannot get the buff too. So let's reroll here and try to pick up the Carver. Yeah, I'm at the wrong shop level. Tier 2 shop level. This is gonna take some time, as always. You know what? Let's see the new Cryomancer range, just for the fun of it. Okay, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I think Cryomancer can get the attack speed though, right? Can he? Can he get the attack speed or not? Because Pyro could. Yeah, he got it. He gets the attack speed because if I go close to enemies, he is doing damage per second. So his attack speed does actually care about that. Okay, so let's throw this guy away, get the carver in. And let's hope that the carver is gonna be a bit more useful than this guy. I mean, he is by default. What else could I get? I could maybe get the warden. Should I try the warden? Does the warden get the attack speed? I think I could try the warden. Because carver is definitely trash, so if the warden doesn't get the attack speed, might as well try the warden. I mean, warden is trash too, but what else am I gonna pick? And shouldn't the warden be an enchanter? Warden should be an enchanter. I think it is not, but it should. Let's go level up the shop to the full level. And let's see if we can find a warden here. Warden. Sorcerer, Forcer. Let's see if the warden gets the buff. Hasn't gotten it yet. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be fast enough. Come on, priest. I think it doesn't got it. I think it didn't get it. Okay, let's have the warden at level 2, just to see if it actually does get the buff. Then we will think about it. Creates the force field around 2 units. Okay. Well, the warden got the revival buff, and he also got the attack speed buff. So yeah, warden's out. Warden is out. Wow, the barrier is huge though. But he is taking the attack speed buff away, so warden is out. And let's go back to the... I'm wasting a bunch of money. Let's go back to the guy that drops the healing on the ground. I could pick up a mercenary, but I don't think so. Sentry, I'm stupid. Or is it sentry again? Engineer, Oddlop, Psychic. By the way, Psychic is the one I said I wanted to try with. Try this with. As Psychic's level up is that he globally can attack enemies. But the thing is that the Psychic is a sorcerer, so he's not gonna get this buff, the awakening buff. So how much can I invest in him? Well, theoretically speaking, he has a 1 in 2 chance to get the enchanted buff. And then he could get, and then he has the fairy buff too. And the awakening was also always gonna go to the Psychino if I do it that way. Not sure if it's a good idea though. I'm not sure. Carver is almost fully leveled. Come on. Took a breather. I missed it. I missed it again. I have one job to not miss it. And I'm missing it. Let's go with Elementor, Elite Fight. And he's toast. Elementor lean, poof, 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 poof. Yeah, I don't think the caster is a good idea. As he, first of all, because he's not a mage, he's losing 35% attack speed by default. So we already begin at a very bad place. This corner is pretty safe. Now we run. Okay, we heal up a bit. Ah yes, we got the healing orb. This guy. It's a joke. I can pick up healing all the time as I'm getting so many heals, and because the cap of 25, I should actually pick up a bunch of healing. Let's continue. You know, this fairy, forcing the fairy to give the buff to a particular unit Can be done with a bunch of builds. Yeah, that just happened. Enemies tried to run into us, and Elementor's like, you are toast. You do not survive. And I like how the Psychino gathers everybody at one place. And the enemies try to come close to us, try to come close to us, try to come close to us, and then a green pops and they like just go off the roof and try to attack us, and then they come close enough and the Elementor's like, nope, everybody dies now. And he pops the whole screen. That's why I like the Elementor with this, because he pops the whole screen. I think Elementor was 69, nice. I think Elementor was definitely the correct choice. And to be honest, I'm thinking about throwing away the 8% damage boost whenever an enchanter is getting hit. And I might replace it with... uh-oh! I just lost the Elementor. This is the death of me. I survived this. Psychino can keep us alive. Healing time. Healing time. Psychino can keep us alive. Oh, we got sniped. Hero's safe. I think cardinal directions are not safe. Heal, 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 heal. Heal! We survived. Whoa, look at this. This is crazy. I'm telling you, I'm only losing from blues. Nothing else is gonna defeat us. Blues are gonna defeat us. But we somehow survived. Well, the somehow is actually the Psychino's ability to keep everybody at the one place. Oh! This is gonna be it, guys. Oh, we got double sniped! This is over. We lost, right? Wait, wait, wait. It was fast enough, right? Was I fast enough to save us? I was not. We did not see the end screen, guys. I'm sorry, I tried to cheese, and that happened at the very end. Please don't drop dislikes. Please, I tried to save the run in the end because it was a bit anticlimactic the way we lost. We lost like our 2 DPS units and then we instantly lost. Please don't dislike because I didn't show the screen that says you lose. Wave 107 or whatever we were at. So, I mean, you guys can just go back and see at what level we died. There was no reason for me to watch the defeat screen anyway. I didn't care about it, to be honest. I tried to save it in the very end because I didn't want to lose like that in the climactic fashion. I wanted blues to explode and be like, boom, and we die. I didn't want it to be like, first unit died, third unit died, and then we got swarmed down and died, all in all. It was a bit anticlimactic, and especially with me pressing the main menu button there, it was a bit more anticlimactic. But I think in the end we were about to die anyway, so yeah. I hope you guys don't hate it how that worked out. I mean, it was either a loss or a reset, and I tried to go the middle ground. I really like the fact that... I'm about to say I really like, but I hate. I hate the fact that you press pause, and the game doesn't pause. Okay, for this particular run, for this very, very last round, it sounds like I'm salty and saying like, oh, the game didn't pause. No, I'm not salty. I'm okay. I lost, and fair and square, the game prevented me from cheating. I don't mind that. But I really hate the fact that you might be playing normally, minding your own business, pressing escape and pausing the game because you have to do something, and then you die because you cannot control the snake while you are at the pause menu. So imagine if that was like a panic moment. Imagine me being panicked and like pressing escape and wait a minute, I want to look at the map and look what's happening. I want to see the enemies. Where am I going to? And then boom, the game doesn't pause. The background still plays. You died. Yeah. This is a thing that's really bad. But for the loss, I'm not. I don't have any problem with the loss. I was about to lose. I just wanted to reset the game just to not go into an anticlimactic loss because it was really bad that the first and the third unit died and then we were just waiting for our death. But in the end, it doesn't matter. A loss is a loss. A win is a win. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, drop a like, helping out the channel. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching and see you guys around.